Good evening, good afternoon, whatever you want to call it. My name is LaShonda. I am a single mom of two. I am a hairstylist. I also have a health and wellness business. And I also have a business called LaShonda Nicole Services. The website for that is www.rebuildingwomencom.wordpress.com. And so today, I'm not going to be able to look at the screen, so my eyes need to be on the road, but I had to do this because it just was heavily on my mind. So today I want to come over here and talk about, do you know who you are as an individual? So I am in a network marketing business, and lately a lot of people have been leaving. So, and a lot of people are my color, right? So, of course, we always tend to look up to the one that looks just like us. So, the ones that look just like me are leaving the company. And these are the same ones that has said that, you know, we need to stick together and we need to bring more people in and stuff like that. Okay, cool, no problem. And because they have gotten so high up in the company that, of course, we kind of drew even closer to them, not knowing exactly who they are, but just by watching them on social media, we've gotten to know them as a person. So lately, a lot have been leaving. And it probably isn't a lot anyway, where I would say in a particular group, it's a lot, right? Up under each individual leader. Up under each individual leader, you know, of course, they have their teams and stuff like that. Cool, no problem. So, long story short, now, you know, a lot of saying, you know, has been going around about people leaving, and now it's coming to reality. And then also that they, you know, are trying to influence the teams that they had to come over to where they are going. So they're leaving the company that I'm in to go to another company. And don't get me wrong, that's just like going from job to job, trying to figure out where you fit, you know, what's your needs and what's your wants or whatever. Or you just want to try something different. There's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes it's wrong with the way you go about doing things. And sometimes you have to go about doing things the right way. So I feel like when you leave a company, yes, you let your team know, and you allow them to make a decision for themselves. Because see, this particular business could be working for them just fine. So if they go over into another business, it may not work for them. So now, because you have influenced them to leave a place where they know, you know, their needs and their wants and are getting what they need from that particular company over to another one, and now they're not getting those same things, that's going to become a problem. Now that's where the conflict comes in, because see, the first thing they're going to say is, well, you told me this or you told me that. Now don't get me wrong, when you join the company, yes, it's your choice, and yes, it's your choice to put in the work. I'm not knocking that. And that's what you're supposed to do, work your own business, not to have somebody to push you to work your business. And so with this particular situation, I feel like you shouldn't have to pressure nobody to go nowhere with you. Because if you come to a person and say, well, I'm leaving this company and I'm going to another one, and this is why, whatever, and then that person says, well, you know what, I'm going to follow you, then that's fine. But if you have to influence somebody, and if you have to like persuade somebody to follow you, then guess what? That's where the conflict is going to come in. Because like I said, that business may not be for them. And that's where it comes into knowing who you are as an individual. Because see, when you know who you are as an individual, then you won't follow everybody. Even if it is your leader, even if it is a top leader in a company and they decide to go to another company, you won't follow them. Because see, you are your own person and you know what works for you. Now, when you get tired of doing that business and then you want to venture off into something else, that's fine. But guess what? At the end of the day, that will be your decision, not somebody else's. And so when the decision isn't made based upon yourself, but it's made upon somebody else, eventually it's going to be a conflict in that area. And also, when you leave a business, I feel like, it's been a lot saying, well, God spoke to me, God this, and I'm not going to knock what God has spoken to them. I'm not knocking that at all. And I'm sure it has been a decision that has been in the making for a long time. And that's fine too. But everybody's been having the same story about God spoke to them and this is what they should do. That's fine. That's fine. But I will say this, don't talk so fast for other people. You talk for yourself. You speak for yourself. And don't downplay what the business you're leaving has done for your life. The business that you're leaving has brought you to where you are now. Now, don't get me wrong. Maybe it has gotten old to you. Maybe you want to try something different. I get it. But when everybody is saying that God told them this and God told them that, it's believable, but it's like repetition. Because everybody is saying it. Everybody's speaking the same language. Like, when am I gonna hear something different to where I can feel like it's genuine? And I also feel like, how much money is enough? Because I feel like if you made it to the top of the company and you leave to go to another company and you going to that company because of the money, that's going to be a problem later on. But if you're leaving to go to another company to try something different, I pray you all the best in spite of, and even if it's not, I still pray for the best for that person. But if money is leading you, and if you're thinking, I'm going to make it to the top of the company this fast, and even if you do, what next? What next? So if you make it to the top of the company faster than you did this previous company, then what? What next? So I'm assuming you're going to figure it out once you get there, and that's fine. But for me, I like to have a plan. And whether that plan works out or not, at least I still have one to follow. So how much money is enough for a person? I don't know, because I don't have a lot of it. And I don't know what other people's pockets look like. But most of the people that I have been following, I have been watching a 6-figure earners. So I say again, how much money is enough? See, you may not be at the top of the company, but you're making the money like you're at the top of the company. So does rank really matter? Does money really matter? Which one is it? Which one do you want? Because in spite of where you're going, you got to put in the work. You got to put in the work just like you did at the other company. And just like even at a job, people drop off. People drop off. People quit. People quit every day. But guess what? That company can't stop because people quit. They have to keep going. They have to keep making things better. They have to keep bringing people in, whether they stay or not. They have to keep bringing people in. It's the same thing as far as a network marketing company. And I've been in it now for 4 years, maybe 5 years. And I've learned a lot just by doing and just by watching. Network marketing was brought to me through a friend. And if it wasn't brought to me through a friend, I would have never thought about it. I would have never entertained the fact of joining a network marketing company. But here I am. And I have learned so much. And I've learned that network marketing is just like a regular job that you get hired on. You have to do the work if you want to get a raise. You can't just come to work and do nothing and expect to get a decent paycheck, or expect to get a raise, or expect to get a bonus. You have to do the work. Point blank, period. That is why when my friend, when she left the company, I stayed. Now she asked me, did I want to come? And at first I was like, yeah. Because see, I thought that she was still with the previous company at the time. But then when she told me she left, I was like, what? I was like, wow. So what I did, I prayed about it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to stay where I'm at. Because see, what I won't do is have somebody making me work. I work when I want to work. So when you work when you want to work, you know what your paycheck gonna look like, right? So I don't need to be pushed, because I wasn't being pushed at that time anyway to build my business or bring more people in. I wasn't being pushed for that. I was comfortable, and I was okay with that because I know who I am as an individual. I don't need that pressure on me because I already have the pressure of life, period, dealing with the things in my life. So that I didn't need. So for me to leave this company, go to another one, and me still be in the same place that I was in the other company, for me, that would have been a waste of money for me. So let me stay where I have already invested my money and make this thing work. Make it do what it do. Now when I get tired of it, I may want to branch off to another company. But as of right now, I'm comfortable where I am. And so that's where you have to know who you are as an individual. You can't go off based off what other people are doing. You know, what other people have. Everybody doesn't work the same. Everybody's work ethic isn't the same. It's not. It never will be. And so you have to learn who you are so you won't be a follower of what other people are doing. Or so you won't be so influenced by what other people are doing. Because somebody's doing something doesn't mean it's right for you. So you make the best decision for yourself. And also, when you're in a networking company and you are more, not attached, but you're more driven to the people who look like you, that it's nothing wrong with that. But you also have to venture out. I've learned that you have to venture out to other people who don't look like you. Because see, at the end of the day, they may be the ones who can help you just by you watching them. And because we try so hard for the ones who look like me to stick together, it's hard to stick together. And I'm sure a lot of you know that and have experienced that. It's hard for us to stick together because of stuff like this. So when one leave, all leave? No. If you want to stay, you stay. And you find someone that can help you grow. You start to watch someone who can help you grow. And you keep watching them and learning from them. And soon you will realize that you should have done that a long time ago. And it's okay. It's okay to find somebody who don't look like you and you learn from, or you reach out to them and they take you up under their wing. That's okay. Because sometimes that's what you need. Because even though you may have been watching a certain person for a long time, you've been following and kind of learning from them, you can always learn something different, and you can always learn something more from somebody else. And so I come on here to say it again. Know who you are as an individual. And you will not be led by what other people are doing, what other people's decisions are, and where other people go. You won't be led by it. You will do what's best for you. You will give yourself your best. Not their best, but your best. And you do what's right for you. And I had to come on here and just share this video today and just kind of get that off my chest, because I'm just like, it's a lot. And it's a lot for someone who has attached themselves to somebody that they don't even really know, except through social media. You attach yourself to that person that you have never met. You only know them through social media. It's amazing. Like, sometimes people you don't even know on social media, you attach yourselves to them, and they influence you so to where you just believe them. Like, you believe them, you trust them, you I don't know. You just pretty much give your all to somebody that don't even know you, and you don't even know them. But because of their presence on social media, you just think and know that it's okay to, have that relationship that's not even a relationship, because you don't really know the person. And so people only show you what they want you to know on social media. And so, to be honest with you, you really don't see people for who they are until something happens. Either until something bad happens, or they leave a job, or they leave a company, or stress sets in and they don't know how to deal with stress. That's when you really see who people are. And I've done it, hanging on to their every word, like they really influence me. They really. But everybody has a right to move on. Everybody has a right to do what's best for them and their family. Everybody has a right to just want to try something different. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't expect for people to follow you because that was the choice that you made. Everybody's not going to follow you. And if they do, just don't influence them or don't talk them into following you. Let it be their own decision. Because like I said before, when it's not their decision and you influence them and you kind of talk them into it, it's going to be some type of conflict. That's just it. That's just the way it works. It's going to be some type of conflict, and you don't want that. Because the first thing they're going to do is blame you. Well, you told me and I listened to you. It's your fault. It's your fault that they followed you, right? So when it's somebody else's fault because you did what the person was telling you, oh, how good it is and all this stuff, but it was your choice to follow them, it's your fault. It's not theirs. It's your fault. It's your fault. That's just like it's your fault if you get upset if someone leaves a place where they once told you that it wasn't going nowhere. That's just like being in a relationship. Oh, I never leave you. We gonna be together forever. Then the next few months, y'all ain't together. Now what? How do you recover? The same way you recover from that, the same way you can recover from somebody leaving a business because that's their choice, and because you hung on to the every word of them saying, I will never leave. So just know that people leave every day. They leave every day. They just do different things every day. But at the end of the day, that's their choice. That's their choice. And all you could do is just wish them the best. So all the people who has left, I wish them the best. I really do. Because see, they made their mark. They've made the amount of money they wanted to make. They've made it to the top of the company. Now they're ready to move on to something else. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But I still wonder, like, how much money is enough? How much money do you want? how much more money do you need? And I feel like this, you will always need more money when you find yourself living according to what you are making. When your bills and the things you have add up to the amount of money you're making, you will always need more. So always try your best to have the money, but have less things to have to take care of with that money. That way you will always have more than enough. You will always have leftovers. You will always have a savings, because now you're living below your means. You now have what you need, not what you want. And it's okay to go splurge every now and then, but splurge within reason. You know, splurge within your budget. And I don't care how much money you make, you need to always have a budget. Don't spend because you have it. Always have a budget, because that budget is going to save you a lot of heartache later on. A lot of heartache. So just remember, just know who you are as an individual. Follow your thoughts. Follow your heart. Follow what is best for you. And I'll say another thing before I get off. Don't attach yourself to people that you don't really know. Don't hang on to a person's every word that you really don't know. Even the ones that you do know, don't hang on to their every word, because their every word will break your heart. When they do something you don't like, they're going to break your heart, and then you're going to be mad with them. But they don't care, because they don't know you. They don't know you, so I don't care. You know? But yeah, they had the influence on you. Yes, they taught you something. Oh, Lord, I don't guess the place. You know, so you just got to learn just to, you know, just be mindful of who you are. Not who they are, but who you are. So that you will be able to distinguish between what's best for you and what isn't best for you. You will be able to distinguish between making the best decision for you, and what you need and what your family needs. You do that for you, not for somebody else. That felt so good, getting that off my chest. Because I don't say much, I don't talk a lot, you know, but when I'm hearing things and I'm just like, wow. And so it just really made me realize, okay, now I need to, not need to, but I'm glad I was doing it from the beginning. And that is watching other leaders that don't look like me, and just learn from them, and learn not to get too attached to what I'm seeing on social media, and just learn what I can from a person, and then find somebody else I can learn from, and not get attached to who I see, and not get attached to but not get attached to who I see, and not allow people to deter what's best for me, or deter from what I'm trying to do for myself and my family. So just remember, make the best decision for you. Do what you have to do for you, and give yourself just that, to figure out who you are, what your needs are, and what you can live with. Because decisions that you make, you have to live with it. You have to live with it. So that's all I had to say on this beautiful Saturday. Thank you for listening. Whoever watches, I hope you learned something from it. I know I probably kind of rambled on, you know, but I feel like I need to get that off my chest. And I hope that this help someone who is in a network marketing company, or who is having a problem going from job to job and all this other stuff. Just remember who you are as an individual. Just remember. And if you want to know more about me, you can follow me on my Facebook page. That's LaShonda Lurks. Instagram at LaShonda Nicole 97. Twitter at Nicole3273. And I also do Periscopes as well. So I think that's it. Oh, and if you would like to go check out my website about rebuilding women, once again, it's www.rebuildingwomen.com. Take care, be blessed, and just remember who you are as an individual.